Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adrienne and today I'm starting a very exciting video. You may know I love thrillers. Even if I try to branch out to other genres, I always come back to my favorite genre, mystery thriller. Recently I've read a few that aren't that good and I've been craving just a ridiculous thriller, mainly one with a lot of reveals, plot twists, and surprises. The theme of today's video is trying to find excellent plot twists, and I have a few books here that I'm going to read and let you know if they have them. So the first one that I'm excited to read is Look Closer by David Ellis. This one I hear compared to Gone Girl, like it has the same level of smart plot twists, multiple plot twists. You think you know what's going on, but you really don't. And that's really appealing because I would love to feel the way that I felt when I was reading Gone Girl. Such a good time to be alive. And then I have The Other Side of Night by Adam Hamdy. Again, here there's a giant plot twist. I think this is just like one big mind-blowing thing. I have some theories on what that big thing might be or what kind of twist, but I mean, really, I have no idea. But I hear it's good. And then one that I haven't actually heard about, I'm just speculating that it's gonna have these things, is I'm Not Done With You Yet by Jessie Q Sutanto. This is the author of Vera Wong, blah, whatever the rest of the title is, which is a cozy mystery. And I think that Jessie Q Sutanto's thriller is going to have a big plot twist because she writes over-the-top cozy mysteries where they're silly and exciting, but also I thought that the reveal and mystery of Vera Wong was pretty good, especially because cozy mysteries don't have to have an exciting reveal. It could be some obvious culprit, but I loved where she went with who done it. So I feel like translating her wacky storytelling and good mystery reveal from a cozy mystery into a thriller book is gonna be the way to go. So these are the three books. They all look pretty dark and bland, generic thriller, but I think they're gonna be good. So the first one I'm starting with is Look Closer by David Ellis. Hello, I have started Look Closer by David Ellis. This is the one, do I need to hold it up for you? No. This is the book that I am most excited about. I feel like it has potential for a fantastic plot twist. I'm trying my best to not think too much about it when I'm not reading it. I don't want to figure anything out. I want to be surprised. And I feel like this has potential to have a lot of reveals because we're following multiple different characters. All of the characters have their own thing going on. So we have our main character, is it Tobias? No, it's Simon. Our main character, Simon, who is a law professor, and then we have Vicky, his wife. So Simon, he's got stuff going on at the school. He's trying to go for a professorship tenure position, whatever. He's running into some trouble because there's another professor who's not as good as him, but his dad donates millions of dollars to the school. So I think that's going to develop into something. And then his wife, Vicky, who has a rather dark past. And then we have Lauren, who Simon has some sort of history with, and they run into each other and he's into her, maybe gonna start something up. So the book starts off with Lauren's death, like that's literally page 1. Again, I don't want to speculate too much, but I just don't remember what names were said and how much of the scene we saw to like really know what happened. And now we're like flashing back to before Simon runs into Lauren and his relationship with Vicky, things going on in their lives, and we're just going through these people's lives, but everyone has like some mysteries, some secrets. They're doing some things that the other people don't know about. And it doesn't seem to just be the normal cheating and murder thriller tropes. There also seems to be some financial crimes and maybe some other stuff going on, which I'm very intrigued about and enjoying so far. So I have the physical book. I've also listened to the audiobook some. This is a very long book for a thriller. It's 450 pages. So I'm excited to see where the book goes, and let's keep reading. Hello. my apartment's messy. I clicked the defocus button, so don't judge me, okay? I just wanted to update you about look closer. I'm loving it. I think so. 450 pages is absolutely flying by, which is very exciting. There was a good portion where we're just following, like, I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but we're just following like some cheating and affairs and like other stuff. And I was getting a little bored. And then we start to find out some information. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is clever. Maybe this is going to be good. And then we really start finding out some information. I'm just like, okay. So the storylines that are going on and the people that are involved, we start getting more of their history and their past, but also like what's going on present day. There's so much going on. It's very convoluted, but in a good way. Like, there's so much stuff going on, but I absolutely know everything that's going on. And it's fun keeping track of who knows what, whose plan is what are they supposed to know versus what do they actually know. Like, there's a lot of things going on. It's such a good time. What's interesting is once I got to that level of, okay, now I get what's going on, there was still so much book left. Well, there is still so much book left, but I've read more since then. I'm currently on page 366, which is crazy. I still have 90 pages left because so much stuff has happened. I feel like it could end now. I felt like it could have ended 100 pages ago. Even though it keeps going, it's like, it's good. I did have one moment. I was getting ready and I keep switching back and forth between physical and audiobook. I was listening to the audiobook while I was like doing whatever. And I literally said, what? Out loud at a certain part. It was very exciting. But so I wanted to show you a package that I got. It is from Humdrum Paper. Now, normally I am not influenced. Well, that's not true. I usually am not influenced by Instagram ads that are for like specific websites. If it's a link to something on Amazon, yeah, that probably will get me. But if I have to sign up for a new website, I'm probably not going to. But Humdrum Paper, obviously not sponsored. I don't know if I need to say that when I have like less than 1,200 subscribers. But I'm not sponsored. Humdrum Paper has super cute bookmarks. So the one that I saw in an ad is this adorable fish in a bag. It's so cute. And I got some that I'm probably giving away as gifts. But then I also got a freaking stack of cake. I think I'm giving my sister this cute watercolor palette. And then for my boyfriend, a stack of money, because how funny to like bookmark your book with a stack of money. And then a bagel, which is just an ugly little bagel. But on the other side, it's his favorite kind of bagel. I don't even know if he'll like that, but these are just so cute. I need to share them with the world. I didn't really want you to see me like this, but it's more important that you see the toast I'm making than not see me like this. So I have this contraption ready for Daisy eggs to make some avocado toast. And I thought I would tell you that I finished my book. I'm giving it like a 4.5. It was so close to being a 5. However, I did love the twist. I love the reveals. The reveals though, the timing, I actually did like the timing, but I didn't love that there wasn't anything crazy going on at the end. Like by the time we got to the end of things, everything was just making sense and we're following what's going on. Look at that. So I really enjoyed everything that happened. The plot twists and such were really good. But my main gripe, what like kept it from being a 5, is that I wish it were darker. And I don't even love dark things, but just the fact that we have some twisted characters doing really shady stuff and like being bad people, but then by the end like nothing that bad happened. I mean, yeah, there's death and such, but it could have been darker is all I'm saying. Okay, let's look at the toast.
And approve reimbursements and expense requests.
We are back in the kitchen after a work day and a shower. And coming to the kitchen and seeing my camera in the cupboard reminded me I need to tell you what book I started. So this is I'm Not Done With You Yet, Jessie Q. Sutanto. I think I already told you I've read a couple of her books cozy mysteries, and that's what made me think maybe her thriller would be thrilling. So far, we've got these two gals here, Thalia and Jane. Jane is a self-proclaimed sociopath. We have her present-day timeline with her and her husband, and then we're flashing back to her getting her master's at Oxford and the girl Thalia that she meets there and becomes instantly obsessed with. Now, Jane, maybe she's a sociopath, I don't know. She referenced a BuzzFeed quiz, so I can't really trust her. But she very much lives in her head. So much of this book is just her internal monologue. Being obsessed with Thalia, feeling like an outsider, an outcast, never knowing what to say or what to do, being socially awkward, and frozen in her brain, like when someone talks to her and she's just like thinking through all these things before she can even talk, and she often ends up not even saying anything. But for whatever reason, Thalia instantly likes her and wants to befriend her, and Jane is obsessed with her, just obsessed. And she sees Thalia as someone that everyone likes, everyone's attracted to, everyone wants to get to know and talk to. They're dealing with their little drama, their school. Jane is worried about Thalia becoming friends with other people. She's also just struggling to fit in. She doesn't have any other friends, so Thalia is all she has, and did I mention she's obsessed with her? So we're flashing between that and then present day. We know that they have not talked to each other since Thalia left Oxford 9 years ago without a trace. And Jane gets some news that Thalia is a best-selling author. She has like a major book deal, and she's going to be at a book convention in New York, so she wants to go. Now Jane is married. Somehow she managed to get married, even though she can't hardly function in the world. But she got married to this guy, and whenever she interacts with him, all the thoughts that we're getting in her head are so deranged. Like, she is speculating what her husband's thinking, and she's saying like, oh, he's saying like that, he's asking me that question to be condescending, he's asking me that to remind me that I'm worthless, whatever. And I'm not sure if she just knows her husband so well and we haven't seen the dark side, or if she's just insane, because the things that he's doing, if we did not have her narration, just seemed like a perfectly normal guy. And I think that might be like a thing she's just misinterpreting because she's not good with people and social skills, even her own husband. Or maybe he's secretly an abusive psycho. I don't know yet. So it's going good so far. I'm a little sick of Jane already and not quite far enough in to be sick of her yet. So I'm going to keep reading that, and I'm going to cook dinner. Do you like seeing dinner segments? I don't know. And I'm going to get back to the audiobook for right now while I'm cooking. Hello, good morning. I have been reading I'm Not Done With You Yet, probably the slowest I've read any Jessie Q. Sutanto book. So that'll tell you something since it's a thriller. I am about 75% of the way through. It's okay. It's okay for a thriller. So I have had a grand reveal of sorts and a couple, things are happening, things are surprising and such, but I'm just not very entertained by them. And I don't love the direction that's going. I feel like the author here recently took a Psychology 101 class and decided to go a little crazy with it. We've been getting some psychology lessons. The characters all have different sorts of psychological, mental, what's the word? I feel like all of our characters are just having some mental troubles of varying degrees. And I don't know, I'm just not so entertained by what's happening. And the characters are just, I don't think they're that good. Obviously, I can't tell you anything that's going on, but the mood has shifted a bit, and there's some stuff. Things have ramped up, and there's trouble on the horizon that we need to get out of. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish this before my trip, so I'm going on a work trip for 3 weeks, leaving in just a couple hours. So I'm just going to listen to the audiobook to finish this so I don't have to bring another book, because there's enough books in my suitcase already. And that means this one is going with me on my trip. I'll tell you how this one ends and how this one begins, probably from Georgia. So let's go. Welcome to Cartersville, Georgia. I wanted to have like a cute little clip of the plane and the traveling and the reading on the airplane. I fell asleep before we could even take off. Woke up, we were already flying, and I slept until we landed. So I was tired. It was the middle of the day, but I'm a plane sleeper. But now I am here to update you that I finished I'm Not Done With You Yet. And as I'm sure you could surmise, I did not love it. I'm giving it 3 stars, maybe 3.25 if I'm feeling friendly. I don't know, there were twists and there were things happening and like dark characters and such, which I love dark characters, but it just wasn't done very well. I didn't believe it, and it was almost silly and like trying too hard. So now I'm just ready to move on. I was reading that for quite a few days, and now I did go to the office today, and then I just came back and I had to do a call, and now I'm gonna go to a park and go for a little walk and get some exercise, and I'm gonna bring The Other Side of Night, so hopefully I can get that started and see how I like it so far. And yeah, that's it. So day 1 of The Office was good, if you care. Also, I don't know why it's so humid. My hair was pinned straight when I left this morning, and now I'm fluffy. So yeah, I'm just excited to get some fresh air and some sun and read my flowers for my hotel room. Why haven't I ever thought of that before? I don't know. But I'm very excited because I'm on my final book for the vlog, The Other Side of Night. I've been pleasantly surprised. I didn't really know what this book was about, and I still don't really know. I hadn't even read the summary, and now that I'm only in about 40 pages. So at the beginning we have a man who is adopting or taking a boy from a foster care system or something, and there's like a strange interaction there. There's like an interview style account of what happened, like from the person who runs the foster care, which is just strange. And then we go to this woman named Harry, who is a detective that's no longer in the police force. We know that something happened with her and her partner. That's why she's not in the police force anymore. But she gets a book because she's super depressed, and it's about like happiness. And in the book, someone had written a message that says like, help me, he's trying to kill me. The book is a library loan that was retired, and she bought the book. So she goes to the library and asks for the last person's information who borrowed the book. It is a dead woman. She looks into it, she goes to their house because it says that the woman and her husband died. The woman died by cancer, the husband died by apparent suicide, and they left behind a son. So she goes to that house. There's a creepy boy upstairs looking out the window, and the guy who answers the phone, the guy who adopted this boy, is a guy that Harry fell in love with after a date, and it was like love at first sight. They were absolutely smitten with each other. And then at some point, I don't know if it was immediately after or later, he just completely ghosted her, and he's acting strange. So I don't know what the heck's happening. I feel like there might be supernatural vibes. I don't know. But reading about their romance was so interesting. Like, are we getting a romance? I hope so. Even after that painful experience, now him acting weird today, she's just like, oh my gosh, this is my guy. So I don't really know what's happening. I just feel like reading it now though, because I'm so excited, and that's the plan. Hello, it is now Friday, and I'm trying to finish this book today. I'm staying in Georgia for the weekend. Sometimes I go home on work trips, sometimes I don't. And this weekend I'm not, because I'm trying to go have fun in Atlanta. I'm staying here. It's Friday evening. It's only 6:15 p.m. So I have time to just lay around and finish this book. I don't understand what's happening. I mean, I'm following what's happening, but I'm very intrigued. I have a lot of books to read, like 200 pages, but I just feel like I could read it tonight if I don't mess around. Like literally, I'm in a hotel. I shouldn't be messing around. There's not that many options of what to do. Actually, I bring a lot of entertainment options. I've got a puzzle, my Nintendo Switch, my personal computer, a whole stack of books. So I'm gonna try to focus, get my reading done, and then tomorrow I'll be able to start something fresh for my Atlanta trip. So let's focus. It's the next day. At first I have to say I'm not as fast of a reader as I thought. I needed another day, but I finished it. I was sitting at dinner reading the book, and I got full body chills 2 or 3 times, like literally tingles from my scalp down my spine. I think I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not. But I laughed. I was like, I need to finish this in private. Ooh, I need to finish it in private. It was a lot. So I don't know what to say about this book. Get a hold of yourself. I wasted a lot of the book trying to guess what the twist was, and if you read this book, just don't worry. The twist is none of your business. You'll get there when you get there, and there's like a handful of twists. Twists don't matter. It really does. I mean, it's an excellent twist. There's multiple twists, and they're excellent. But the book is so beautiful. It's really not a thriller. There is a big mystery going on, but what ends up happening, this is a story about love, and it was so beautifully written. There's a lot of poetry, which I don't really like that part, but I enjoyed so much of it. There's so many like quotable lines. It's so beautiful. Everything has multiple meanings. It's just incredible. Storyline ends up being so complex, but every single tiny detail is explained by the end. Absolutely everything makes sense. I just want to cry. Please read this book. Don't waste your time trying to guess the plot twist, and just like enjoy it. It does feel a little slow at times when the only thing keeping me going was like, I want to know what happened, because the mystery got more and more complex where I didn't know what I was looking for. And yeah, 'cause there's people around me. He's wondering if I'm doing a live show right now. But anyways, it was painful and beautiful, a wonderful twist. I think like for what I was going for, okay, I'm giving the book 5 stars. I think I really want to reread it immediately so I can like appreciate it more. For what I was looking for, thriller with a plot twist, I would recommend Look Closer the most for that. Books in general, I would recommend The Other Side of Night if you're just looking for a beautiful, weird book. And then I would not recommend I'm Not Done With You Yet, because that book was terrible. So that's the end of my vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.